what the fuck's up, sheep fuckers, galactic criminal here with a reaction video. So it's another episode of my pick. If you haven't seen this before, it's where I pick something that I've seen or heard before and get you to listen to it. Now this time, it's a little bit different. Now at work last night, I was talking to a work friend of mine, and just randomly in the conversation, a memory popped into my head from back in college. There was this fucking really hot chick with like nice chest, fucking wearing like the fucking hemp jacket and hemp bag patches and shit. Fucking hair looked like fucking Lilu from goddamn Fifth Element movie. God, fuck. She was hot. I liked her, and I saw it on her bag. She had a patch for a band called Soulfly. So I was like, hell, I might as well fucking check this band out. Maybe I'll have something to talk to her about. Because I'm a player like that. Anyway, when this memory popped into my head, I was like, what was the fucking name of that band? It fucking was driving me crazy. So I went and fucking did some Google magic and fucking found out it's called Soulfly. And I realized that they actually came out with a brand new album last year. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, I fucking really liked this band when I checked them out. But like all things, sometimes the memory is better than what it actually was. But I did hear like 2 seconds of this song, and I think I'm gonna fucking enjoy it anyway. So we're gonna check it out. It's Soulfly, Archangel with a 1, 2. From what I remember, they came out around like the new metal era, you know, when there's like a lot of rap rock and stuff. So I think they did more of like a reggae thing. They're a band from Brazil. And this is from last year, so gotta be good, right? I haven't listened to them in over a fucking decade. And even if they are more of like a hip-hop type of metal, I used to love hip-hop too, still do. That's pretty cool. Oh, like I said, I don't really remember what they sounded like. Oh, cool. You know, and maybe even their sound has, like, changed over the years. It's a possibility, like I said, it's been over 10 years for me. Wow, what a cool sound, man. You know, in my head, from like just the memory I had of them, for some reason I thought they were a little bit more like Skindred. Boy, was I wrong. That's awesome. See how that solo kind of just... It just complements the song so well. And it doesn't just like drastically change the tone of the song just to do a fucking quick solo. Now that was a fucking hell of an experience. This is definitely another cool moment in my listening history for music in general anyway. Like I said, it's been a long fucking time since I heard this band. I remember liking them. I just didn't remember what they sounded like or anything like that. I don't know if the old stuff that I listened to back then sounded anything like this. I'm going to have to go back and listen to some of the older stuff to see if I can grab any of that nostalgia. Anyway, this fucking song kind of blew me away. You know, I've said in other videos that the screaming vocal should really just be used as an accent, but I kind of feel this song, just the whole thing was a goddamn fucking accent. You know, like the way that the music was played kind of lended really well to the vocal. It wasn't like I said in a previous reaction to the band Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, as I think that the screaming blends so well with the music itself. It's not a thing that stands out and is in your face. I think it's because it's so integrated with the music that it's a lot more tolerable. Now, that's not to say that there shouldn't have been some sort of like change up in the vocal, but there was enough changes musically to keep me entertained. It was such a weird, melodic, just like tone-driven type of song. It was, I'm having a hard time explaining it. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to have a hard time explaining what my opinion is of this thing, because it's so different. It's not really anything that I'd heard before. Like, there were bits, obviously, that sounded it's like things I've heard before, but just there was this smoothness to it that it's so hard to describe. I don't fucking Soulfly. This is gonna be a band that's gonna have to go into a playlist or two. You know, I see a lot of guys in my comment section commenting about like solos and stuff, especially ones like that I said that I'd liked or didn't. Regardless, they're saying, "Oh, it was really simple and just boring." It's like, yeah, but like I've said 100,000 times already, a solo should really complement a song. It shouldn't be like, obviously it's supposed to be a standout thing, because that's why they call it a solo, so that, you know, everyone's focusing on you. But if you don't think it through, and it's just all of a sudden you just drastically change the fucking sound and the whole tone that the song was like, you know, portraying up until that point, it just kind of jolts people out of it, and, you know, it doesn't become an experience anymore. It's like throwing a fucking, like a 5-second clip of a porno in the middle of a fucking movie in the theaters. You know what I'm saying? People are, you know, they're on the ride, they're fucking going, they're going, all of a sudden, oh my god, there's a dick and balls. Now how do I fucking enjoy the rest of this movie? You know, it felt just, oh, it was like fucking velvet, this song. I loved it. This is another one of the favorites that I've checked out. Now, obviously, this wasn't a request. I am seeing your requests coming in, so I am going to try and get some more of those this week, but just, oh, man. I had to check this fucking thing out. So yeah, fucking Soulfly. Definitely in my playlist. Of course, I will put a link in the description for this band so you can watch it for yourself, full screen video, and get the full experience. and as always, have yourself a fantastic evening.